Most people never fail because they're incapable. They fail because they quit too soon. The dream isn't too big. The goal isn't impossible. The journey isn't unfair. The truth is much simpler. They stop walking just before the breakthrough. Think about it. How many people start learning a new skill only to give up after a few weeks? How many people start a business, a fitness journey, or a personal goal only to quit when progress becomes invisible? What if success was only one more step away? Today, I want to tell you a story that reveals why so many people quit too soon and what happens when someone decides to keep going. Many years ago, in a small village surrounded by hills and forests, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel dreamed of becoming a master stone sculptor. The village already had talented craftsmen. Their statues stood proudly in parks, temples, and town squares. People admired their work. Daniel admired it too. Every day he watched the masters carve beautiful figures from blocks of stone. One day he made a decision. "I want to become one of them." The villagers laughed. "You?" they asked. "You've never carved anything. You don't have talent. You'll give up in a month." But Daniel ignored them. The next morning, he bought a small hammer and a chisel. Then he found a large stone near the edge of the village. And he began. The first day, he struck the stone hundreds of times. Nothing happened. The second day, the same thing. The third day, the fourth day, the fifth day, still nothing. The stone looked exactly the same. No crack, no change, no progress. Weeks passed. Every morning, Daniel walked to the stone and continued striking it. 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, still nothing. The villagers shook their heads. "See? We told you. You're wasting your time." Even Daniel began to doubt himself. One evening, exhausted and frustrated, he sat beside the stone. His hands were blistered, his muscles ached, and the stone remained unchanged. For the first time, he thought about quitting. Maybe the villagers were right. Maybe he wasn't talented enough. Maybe some people were simply born for success, while others were not. The next morning, Daniel walked back to the stone one last time. He raised his hammer and struck it once, twice, 3 times, 10 times, 50 times, 100 times. Then suddenly, crack! A large fracture appeared across the stone. Moments later, the entire rock split into 2 pieces. Daniel stared in disbelief. The villagers ran over. "What happened? How did you break it?" Some believed the final strike had done all the work, but an old craftsman who had been quietly watching smiled. It wasn't the last strike. It was every strike. The stone was changing the entire time. You just couldn't see it? And isn't that exactly how life works? Most changes happen beneath the surface. The seed grows underground long before it breaks through the soil. A child learns thousands of tiny lessons before becoming fluent in a language. An athlete trains for years before winning a championship. Success often becomes visible only after countless invisible efforts. But most people quit during the invisible stage. They quit when progress can't be measured. They quit when results don't arrive quickly. They quit when the journey becomes boring. And because of that, they never discover how close they truly were. The greatest mistake people make is believing that effort only matters when results appear. But reality works differently. Every book you read, every workout you complete, every skill you practice, every difficult conversation you have, every small step forward, it is shaping you, even when you cannot see it. Think about water dripping onto a rock. 1 drop changes nothing. 10 drops change nothing. 100 drops change nothing. But over time, the rock begins to change, not because of one powerful drop, because of thousands of consistent drops. The same principle applies to your goals. Consistency beats intensity. Persistence beats talent. Patience beats shortcuts. The people we admire are rarely the most gifted. Often, they are simply the people who refused to quit. When everyone else stopped, they continued. When everyone else doubted, they believed. When everyone else walked away, they took one more step, and then another, and another, until success became inevitable. Right now, there may be something in your life that feels impossible. Maybe you're learning a new skill. Maybe you're building a business. Maybe you're trying to improve your health. Maybe you're chasing a dream that nobody else believes in. If that's you, remember Daniel and the stone. Your progress may be invisible today. The breakthrough may not have arrived yet, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. Every effort matters. Every step counts. Every strike leaves a mark. And one day, when others suddenly call you successful, they will only see the final crack. They will never see the thousands of strikes that came before it. So, don't quit. Not today. Keep going. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. Success often comes one step after most people give up. If this story inspired you, subscribe for more lessons from history, wisdom, and life.